Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to talk about the new AMA rule that set off a firestorm on Facebook over the past week or so. The new rule, according to these Facebook posts, is worded as follows. All helmets must be intact and no modification may be made to their construction that alters the helmet from the condition it was tested and approved. The helmet is made to provide protection and is not a platform to attach foreign objects. For example, cameras or other accessories are not permitted to be attached to the rider's helmet. I'm going to come back to that later in the video and share some of my thoughts, but first I'm going to share some video from my camera mounting location experiments. I have a GoPro Hero 9 Black mounted on a chest mount, as you can see in this screenshot. I have a GoPro Hero 8 Black mounted on the handlebar mount, and I have a GoPro Hero 7 Black mounted on the chin bar of my helmet as usual, so we can compare all three views. All cameras are running in 4K resolution, 30 frames per second in super view with hyper smooth on. You've been watching helmet cam footage up to this point, but let's take a look at the handlebar mount footage. First thing you'll probably notice about this shot is the brake line obstructing the view, and that really bugs me. I think racing with this exact setup would significantly lower the watchability of the video. If you get past that though, the stability of the camera is pretty impressive. If I cut to the chest mount view for a second, you can see that camera in the shot, and you can see just how much that bar mount camera is actually shaking around. So if I can figure out a way to mount the camera in front of the brake line, like on the number plate, this might be a viable option for race footage. One of the drawbacks to a bar mount is it only looks forward, obviously, and it doesn't capture the rider's perspective like when the rider's looking around. It also doesn't capture movement between the rider and the bike, like in this clip I had the two views synced up with the handlebar mount on the left and the chest mount on the right. In the chest mount view, you can see the movement between the rider and the bike, and you can see the perspective of these small jumps. On the handlebar mount, it doesn't show that very well, and the only thing you can see is the brake line movement when the bike lands. I'd also be concerned about this camera in a race getting knocked off or getting knocked out of position by a branch or a vine or something. It would also be pretty vulnerable in a minor crash. Putting it on the front number plate or possibly behind the number plate might mitigate that to some degree. I've included links to a ram mount, handlebar mount in the video description. I would recommend a very high quality bar mount like the ram mount if you're going to run a camera in that location. Of the three mounts I'm running today, this would probably be my least favorite option for racing. Let's take a look at the chest mount video now. My Atlas Air chest protector came with a GoPro mount, which I thought I'd never use, but it might come in handy now. This mount actually gets the camera up as high as possible for a chest mount, and I think that helps it get a good view over the bars. Most videos you see where the rider's wearing the chest mount, you see the bars right in the middle of the view. This mount actually works really well when I'm standing, and I think this view is almost as good as a helmet chin bar mount. So if I can't run a helmet cam, this would be my second choice for AMA sanctioned races. The Atlas Defender chest protector is a good option for a chest mount, but there are many other good chest mounts out there that don't break the bank. I've included a link in the video description for another chest mount I bought a while back, and it works great as well. It's very adjustable, and it also mounts the camera high on your chest. I first saw this new rule posted on a Facebook group on December 14th of 2020. Now, I'm naturally a skeptic and I like to check things out for myself. I didn't get the email some said they got from the AMA, so I went to the AMA website to check the news section and find a notification there. Nope, not there. I went over to the rulebook to find that no 2021 rulebook has been posted on the AMA website. The 2020 rulebook is the only one there. I finally found the update on the Enduro Racing section titled Enduro Competition Bulletin, and I'll post a link in the video description. So I had my doubts initially, thinking this was just another Facebook hoax, but it does appear to be officially a rule for 2021. The primary organization I race with is not sanctioned by the AMA, so either way this will make very little difference for me in my race videos, but I do occasionally run AMA sanctioned races. Let me know in the comments if you like the bar mount or the chest mount better, and which one you'd be most likely to watch in a race recap video. While I do think it's important to have good watchable video, ultimately telling the story of the race is more important than the perfect video angle. Even without a helmet cam, we can continue doing that as good or better than ever. I racked up over 160 gigabytes of 4K video on this ride, so I'm going to include some more footage from the three camera angles here if you'd like to see more and consider which is best. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and share it with your friends who are looking for options with the new rules. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's a great way to support the channel. Thanks for watching.